Hello, this is Jeff Bobo coming to you from Volunteer High School. I'm in line to get the free COVID-19 testing. I got here right at 9 o'clock, and if you're thinking about coming out today, it's going on from 9 until 3. I can tell you that the line starts on Tipton Avenue, and I got here right at 9, and the line was all the way up Tipton Avenue, the full length of the school property on the back side of the football field. And so I'm on Volunteer Street now, and I'm coming up on where you turn into the school. So I'm not sure what time it is right now because my phone is my clock, but I'd say I've been here at least 20 minutes to a half an hour to get this far. It moves in spurts, so if I had it to do over again, I would have come this afternoon, because I'd say that a lot of people are like me. They want to get it over with, and the line this morning was really long. I mean, I'm talking all the way up Tipton Avenue, just past the school property. So it's taking me this long. I'm on Volunteer Street, and I can kind of show you where I'm at here. I've got my tripod here on my passenger side floor, but you can see where you turn in when you're going to the football field, football game. And there, there's the sheds and stuff for the track stuff and equipment, and that's where you turn up. And there's a guy, I don't know what he's doing. I guess he's taking your information, but I figured it was a good time to turn it on because it was moving. Now it wasn't. We were moving pretty slow there for a while, but I guess they're now getting their swing of things moving. So the car's been moving pretty quick. And I thought it was a good idea to live stream this and let everybody know what this looks like. I don't know if I have any symptoms or anything. I think I just have allergies, but I figured as long as it's free, I would go ahead and get it done, because I got to work today anyways, and I got to take pictures. And here comes a TV guy. He's doing the same thing as me. I don't know if you can see him or not, but he's filming the cars going by, showing the huge line. This is a Channel 5 guy. But yeah, I'm Saturday reporter today, so I figured as long as I'm working and I gotta take pictures of this anyways, I'll go ahead and get tested. But if you're just coming in, I'll tell you what I've learned so far is that the line is huge. The line starts on Tipton Avenue, which is the road that goes up the back side of the football field, and they didn't really have any signs telling you that. I had to figure that out the hard way. I turned into Tipton with the idea of turning straight on the Volunteer, and I saw a big train of cars, and I didn't realize that was the beginning of a huge line. So I asked the guy, and he said, "Oh no, you got to go all the way back." So that was right at 9 o'clock, and all right, somebody's already criticizing me for being. I am not saying I don't have symptoms. I have hay fever and I have allergy symptoms. I'm not saying that I'm completely symptom free, but I'd rather know, and it's free. So anyways, everybody's a critic, but there's a person here that's taking your information, and he's getting ready to come up to me, and I thought it'd be a good idea to go ahead and film everything so that you see what it is, what you have to go through in case you decide to come up and do this too. He's talking to the person in the car ahead of me. But as I said, we're at Volunteer High School. The testing is from 9 till 3. The line starts on Tipton Avenue. Here he comes. Hello.
Morning.
What do we have here?
That's just some general info. They'll get all your personal information up top of the hill.
Okay.
We're asking that you isolate until you hear back from the nurses, which could be 5 to 7 days.
Okay. All right. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
That works for me. We're working. Most people are working from home anyways. But so I'm just now. I'll show you where I'm at here. To the turn. And if you're just joining me, we're here at Volunteer High School where they're doing free COVID-19 testing from 9 until 3. The line starts on Tipton Avenue, and when I first got here, the line was all the way up the backside of the property, on the backside of Tipton, behind the football field. And I'd say it's still there. I thought I'd come early and get in and out, and I think a lot of people had the same idea as me. But I'm sure that's been about a half hour I've been sitting here waiting, but I'm working anyways, so might as well get it taken care of, find out for sure what's going on, if I've got it or not. I don't feel like I've got it, but I'm always a little fatigued, and I think the allergies, you never know if it's allergies or what it is, but I'd rather know and get it over with. We got moving pretty good there for a minute, and now we've slowed down again. First, it might be dependent on how many people are in each vehicle too, because you see a lot of vehicles that have 2 or 3 people, and I'm just one person, so they can probably get me in and out pretty quick. But if you're just joining me, they're doing free COVID-19 testing at Volunteer High School today. The line starts on Tipton Avenue, which is the road that goes up the backside behind the football field. And when I got here at 9 o'clock, the line was the full length of the school property. So it's a pretty good long line. It was this morning, and it didn't look like it was getting any shorter. And then you turn onto Volunteer Street, which is where I'm at right now. And then the first school entrance past the football field is where you turn up back to where they're doing the actual testing. But you're supposed to get your results back in 3 to 5 days, 72 hours was what it said on the internet. Now you're seeing how slow this line's moving now. I have a question from somebody who's watching. They're doing testing today at Volunteer from 9 a.m. till 3. I got here right at 9, and the line was all the way up to Tipton Avenue, the full length of the school. And so whatever time it is now is how long it's taken me to get to the first turn in where past the football field where they're doing the first way you get onto the campus there. But they say you get your test back in 3 to 5 days. The state website said 72 hours. But so if you want to come and try it and get your test at Volunteer, it's until 3, and the line, they don't have any signs, unfortunately, directing you, or at least not where I came in, but the line starts on Tipton Avenue, and so you need to go all the way up Tipton Avenue, and you'll find the end of the line. I may have even started turning around the back side of the campus by now, for all I know. But it took me about a half hour to get here to this point. Wow, we've really come to a grinding halt here, haven't we? I think people are coming to be tested because they don't know if they've got it or not. I've been working through this whole thing, and I don't know what they tell you what the symptoms are, but you don't know if you're tired or what. So I'd like to know what if I've got it or not and get it crossed off my list. I don't think I do, but I want to know. And if you want to know, you should come down here too, but I would come down later because the line is huge right now. This is like waiting in line at Dollywood for Splash Mountain or whatever that ride is. And then you can kind of see up through there. So I'm about, I don't know, 10 cars from being I'm not too worried about the swab going up my nose. I just had eye surgery, so if you can endure eye surgery, you can endure a swab up your nose. When they start cutting around your eyeball and the blood fills your eye socket, that's pretty gnarly. I don't think a swab up the nose doesn't scare me. I wouldn't have turned this live stream on if I'd known it was come to such a grinding halt like this. It must have hit a van load of people. But if you're just joining us, I'll tell you we're at the Volunteer High School free coronavirus testing. It's from 9 till 3. I got here right at 9. I would say it's about 9:45 right now. I don't know. I don't have my clock. My phone is my clock, and I'm filming with my phone, so I couldn't tell you what time it is, but it feels like I've been here 45 minutes. And the line starts on Tipton Avenue. When I got here, it was all the way up the backside of the football field, the full length of the school property. Coming back, traffic pointed back down towards 11W, and then you turn onto Volunteer Street. And from Volunteer Street, which is what I'm on right now, you come to the first turn into the school property just past the football field, and that's where they're doing the testing, up in that parking lot there. $10:15. I've been here a whole hour. Been over here over an hour. But I'll keep it rolling. If you're bored enough to watch this, then we'll just keep it rolling. I don't know what else is on TV. There's no sports. No racing. But I've been here, got this far, I'm not turning back now. We haven't moved for quite a while here. Should I turn the radio on? What do you guys want to listen to? All right, we're moving. Glad I don't have a stick shift. There's nothing worse than sitting in a long line with having to hold the clutch in for 45 minutes. Going to the Bristol races in that old 68 Chevy pickup I had with a 3 on the tree, and then getting stuck in line for 3 hours, getting out of there, that was not fun. But I had a pretty muscular left leg after that, I can tell you that. Take a picture of this line here. I'd be interested to know how many people come in today. But I'm looking up Tipton Avenue from across the field, which I wouldn't be able to show you on camera because you can't see through the fence too good. But I can see the line of cars is still there. So if you're planning on coming, I don't know what to tell you, because I would have advised coming this afternoon and not making a mistake like me and coming first thing, because everybody came first thing. But you never know, this might be like this all day. But I don't see anything wrong with coming and getting tested just to make sure. I want to know. I mean, I don't know what the symptoms are. I feel wore out all the time. I could be sick or I couldn't be sick. I don't know. But I'm going to find out, because it's a free test, and it's all right to get a free test if we want a free test. And since I'm a reporter and I got to come up here and take pictures anyways, I thought I'd go ahead and live stream it and let everybody see what the process is. And what you're mostly seeing right now is how long the line is. There's a fellow that came by a little bit earlier and gave us some information. And the testing is supposed to end at 3. I hope that what they do is they go to the end of the line at 3, so that if you get here at 2:55 and you're a mile away, that they don't say, all right, 3 o'clock we stop testing for the, and you've been in line for an hour. But that's what they do at Dollywood anyways. When the closing time comes, they just stop at nobody else can get in line, and if it takes another hour for everybody to get through, then so be it. But I hope that's what they're going to do here. But they don't even have any signs telling you where to go. I pulled up Tipton, and I thought, oh boy, I can just turn right into Volunteer and zip, 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 get done. But wrong. I saw a big line of cars, and I just kept going and going and going up Tipton, and finally came to the end of it. Whoa! Going up this hill. Okay, I'm going to turn this camera on me, which I dread, but I know I've got a face built for newspapers instead of TV, but we're getting close to the testing time. Or I can just kind of show it. Well, we can just show this kind of line back here. Well, I'll turn it on me when I get to the top of the hill. I see the Hawkins County EMA directors parked over here across from me. And I know they've been doing a great job keeping everybody informed. Jamie Miller is over there. I wonder if he's watching. Jamie, if you're watching, say hello. He's parked over at the main visitor parking lot across from us there. And they've been doing a great job keeping us informed about everything that's going on top of all the other disasters they have to deal with, like flooding and fires and all that stuff. And I want to take my hat off to the folks that are making masks too. The lady that's in charge of that, her name is Corky Wurt, and I've done a few stories about them. And they've got about 20 sewers. They've been getting fabric, medical grade fabric contributed, and elastic, and they make about 1,000 masks a week. And they've been handing them out to police, EMTs, rescue guys, fire guys, courthouse people, the jailers, sheriff's office, nursing homes. They should be right around 5,000 distributed now. So in these times of trouble, the community really pulls together for each other. I know a lot of people have been stuck at home, and they've been saying they're bored, but I can tell you something, if I was stuck at home, I would never be bored. I can always find something to do. I got a big old property that needs to be maintained. I could be out working on that. I should have had a cup of coffee. If I had drank a cup of coffee, I'd be talking nonstop. Of course, if I'd stopped to get a cup of coffee before I got here, I'd probably still be on Tipton Avenue. Their cars were pouring in. In case you're just now joining me, we're here at Volunteer High School. They're doing the free COVID-19 testing. I decided to go ahead and get in line and get tested since it's free, and better to know than to not know. I know some people have been coming out here making comments that it's not a good idea to get tested unless you're sick. I don't know if I'm sick or not. I'm always tired and wore out and allergies and stuff, so you don't have to be sick to be a carrier. So as long as they've got it going on, I'm going to go ahead and it's free. I'm going to go ahead and get tested and get it over with and see what they say. And I know that a lot of people have been talking about it's not going to be a pleasant test. I think what they do is they stick a swab up your nose. But I've endured worse than that. So I can handle I'm not afraid of a swab up my nose too much. last month I had a cyst removed from the corner of my eye, and now that was scary when they're cutting on around your eyeball. I won't go into the gory details, but it's much better now. But anyways, like I said, I got here right at 9 o'clock. They don't have any signs telling you where to go, but if you decide to come, the line starts on Tipton Avenue on the back side of where the football field is. And then you turn onto Volunteer Street. And from Volunteer Street, you go up the first entrance into the school property, just past the football field, and that's where I'm at right now. Well, if I've got a choice between a nose swab and an oral, I'll take the nose. Unless they just do like the inside of your mouth. Like for your DNA test at Ancestry.com, which I did. But I have to be honest with you, if I had known it was going to take this long, I probably wouldn't have done this. Or at least I would have got a cup of coffee first. But I'm sitting here in line, and got here right at 9 o'clock. And there's going to be other testing locations across the state. I think there's 33 testing locations across the state. So they're wanting folks to come out and be tested. I'm pretty sure you don't have to have symptoms to be a carrier. This is at least what I've heard, so it's better to know than to not know. But I had no idea it was going to take this long. I didn't know what I was getting into. That's why I'm live streaming, to let you all know what to expect if you decide to come out. And there might be people in line right now watching this. If you're all the way on Tipton Avenue, you're about an hour away. They got two lanes of testing going, and I am 1, 2, 3 cars from getting in my lane. Since 9 o'clock, so whatever time it is, if you all have a clock, you know what time it is. I don't have a clock because my phone is my clock, and I'm live streaming with my phone. This is where having an automatic transmission is so wonderful. Boy, we're moving now. Look at this. All right. And there, now I can see 1, 2, before you get to the tent, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars in line. You can see it kind of over there. 10:30. Somebody said it's 10:30. But and I have to admit, I don't look forward to this experience, but I thought I'd better do it. There's been some people kind of half criticizing being tested if you don't feel sick, and I feel sick off and on. I have allergies. I have fatigue. Of course, fatigue may come from working too much, but being old and fat. But it's better to know if you've got it than not know. So we'll just go ahead and get tested and get it over with. And I've been social distancing. I wear a mask when I'm out in public for the most part. And the funny thing is, everybody at my office has been working from home except for me, so I'm working by myself in the office. I'm isolating in my place of employment. But we're getting close now. If you've been watching the entire hour and a half, and I feel terrible for you if you have been, we're getting almost time for the payoff. And if you've got a choice between driving an automatic or a stick shift, you're probably going to want to bring the automatic going up this hill, because you get stuck on the side of this hill for quite a while, and that's a real pain in the butt if you got a stick shift. Things you don't think about when you're going to get COVID-19 tested. And then you're going downhill also on Tipton. Of course, it's a little easier to sit on the brake and put it in neutral when you're going downhill, but going uphill with a clutch is a pain in the butt when you're stuck in traffic. I'm just hoping my car don't overheat sitting in line so long. Alright, she's got me stopped. There's the lady that's directing traffic, and there's the line. Taking some pictures. Sorry about my window thing being in the way, but there's what it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and shift this onto me now, which is, believe me, not something I looked forward to, but I thought the whole point of this was to show the viewers what you got to go through. Whew, I'm smelling, oh, I know what I'm smelling. I'm smelling brakes. I think I'm smelling brakes. I smell something hot coming off my car. And that's not good when you've been sitting in line for an hour and a half in idle. Okay, she's ordered me into line. And they have your drive-through line is in Spanish. Carril de la Ventila de Autoservicio. Drive-through lane. Boy, in Spanish, that's long. 3 words, drive-through lane, translates to Carril de Ventanilla de Autoservicio. I'll just... I can shoot through my windshield too if I'm taking photos. That was a little confession, part of the motive for getting tested was to take pictures, but also I do want to know if I think everybody needs to be tested. You don't know. Have you been to Walmart? Anybody that's been to Walmart, even if you are wearing masks and gloves, you don't know if you've come into contact. You might have, when you get home with a box, a cereal box or something, somebody might have coughed on. My wife takes disinfectant spray and paper towels and wipes down all of our groceries when I get home. I'm the shopper. She's got bronchitis, so I become the shopper because I don't have any breathing problems, and so she's really extra concerned about getting it. So she takes extra precautions. We wipe down our groceries. But as I said, I've been here since 9 o'clock, and if you're just now joining me, this is COVID-19 testing at Volunteer High School. Free COVID-19 testing. I got here right at 9, so that tells you how long I've been in line. The line was starting on Tipton Avenue when I got here. Went all the way up the hill up the full length of Tipton Avenue. And so that's where I started at 9 a.m. and it is now probably closing in on 11, I guess. And I'm just now on the home stretch of cars to get tested. They've got 2 lanes of testing going, but what they do is you go down Tipton Avenue and then you turn onto Volunteer Street, and once you get past the football field, the first entrance onto the school property is where you go up that little hill there, and then turn into the parking lot between the football ticket office and the school building. And they've got 2 lines of testing going on. You can see there's one there over there, but you really can't see it for the cars parked. But I think I'm gonna put my zoom lens on and take a picture of these people way down there. Oop, I gotta move forward now. This person ahead of me was in park. I don't blame him. I've been sitting on the brake the whole time. That's probably I'm smelling something hot. It's probably my brake. They got that stupid dump truck in the way, messing up my shot. Bird, it's cold. I think when I get up here a little bit, I'll Okay, so if you're just now joining me, or if you've been watching for a real long time, because I've been doing this for almost 2 hours, but we're at coronavirus testing here at Volunteer High School. They've got free testing going on from 9 until 3. I got in line at 9, so you can see how long it's been. The line was all the way up Tipton Avenue on the back side of the football field, the full length of the school when I got here at 9. No telling where it's at now, but if you're thinking about doing it, you might want to try this afternoon and see if the line gets shorter. But to tell you the truth, I bet it's gonna be like this all day. I mean, you got to know. I know there's some people that have made comments, well, you shouldn't be tested if you're not sick. Well, I want to be sure. So there's a lot of older people in my family, and they don't need to be exposed to it. I'm younger, a little stronger. Well, I'm younger, I'm 50, but fairly healthy. And I do have a little bit of fatigue, and I have allergy symptoms that could be mistaken for, or you might be a symptom. I don't even know, but I'm going to find out for sure. It's free. They want you to come, and so if you've got the time and you want to know, it might be worth sitting in line for 2 hours. If I'd known it was going to take 2 hours, though, I can be honest with you, I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have done it. But once you made the commitment, I made the hour commitment. I was like, well, I'm in it for the duration now. But they're telling you get the results in 3 to 5 days. The state website said 72 hours. So. I've been sitting on my break for 2 hours and I can smell it. It's hot. Especially going up that hill. But my car's not overheating. I was raised to keep a car going until the wheels fall off. My father was a car mechanic, and his father was a used car dealer, and I've always kept old cars going, and I'm sitting here in a 1999 Honda CR-V with 241,000 miles on it, and it's still going strong. Shooting through my windshield. From what I understand, you have a choice. Now, this is just what people have been saying on these comments. You have a choice of being swabbed down your throat or being swabbed up your nose. I'm going to choose the nose option, because you can always breathe through your mouth. Close this window, I'm freezing. I am 3 cars away from being interviewed by the masked lady. If you're just joining me, this is coronavirus free testing at Volunteer High School from 9 until 3. I got here at 9, and I'm just now closing in on I'm on the home stretch, I guess you would say. think I'm on the National Guard side, and the other side I think is the Department of Health, because they're not in fatigues over there. Yeah, there's a lady with the Tennessee Department of Health shirt on, TDH. Moving right along. I wonder if you get a lollipop or something if you are a good boy and don't cry. Okay, here comes the lady. By the way, bladder symptoms kicking in after 2 hours. See, the person ahead of me is getting their statistics taken. I hope they don't ask my social security number, then I'm gonna have to cut you guys off. I can't let you hear all my personal information. I didn't think about that till just now. Not that you guys are con artists or anything, but you never know, those Facebook scam artists might be out there listening. Maybe if I stick my head out the window, y'all won't be able to hear. I don't know, I'm still getting crazy scam attempts on the phone, on the email, on the Facebook. Those people never give up. If you're a Facebook friend of mine, you probably saw one that I posted yesterday. It was obviously written by a foreigner whose English was too proper to be a normal person. I am, let's see, I forget what his first name was, something Covis of Texas from the United States of America, and I want to give you $5 million. Just contact me and I'll tell you how to get it. Yeah, right. He's from Texas. He didn't even say he was a Nigerian princess or anything. In exile. Remember those? I've been in line so long I'm getting delirious. But if you're just now joining us, we're in getting COVID-19 tested in at Volunteer High School from 9 until 3. I'm in line. I've been in line since 9 o'clock, and I'm one car away from giving them my info. And then you move up, and then there's 3 cars ahead of me that are actually getting the test. Okay, I got a lady coming. Hello.
How are you today?
Pretty good.
All right. So what is your last name?
Bobo, B-O-B-O.
B-O-B-O. And your first name?
Jeff,
Okay. And your middle initial?
P.
D is in
P is in Paul.
P. Okay, P is in Paul. Your date of birth?
5/17/69.
5/17?
Yeah. Yeah.
Address?
1218 Pebble Drive.
Pebble Drive?
Yeah. Pebble is in Pebble and Bam Bam.
Yeah, P-E-B-B-L-E, right?
Yeah.
All right. And is that in
Kingsport.
Kingsport? Okay.
Yeah. 37660.
Is that Sullivan County?
Yeah.
Okay.
I work in Hawkins County, if that counts.
Yeah, no, that's fine. It don't matter where you're from. We just have one of our forms asked. Let's see, what's your phone number?
423
Uh-huh.
956
956
2574.
2574.
4.
Do you want to list the alternate phone number?
Well, my work number
Okay.
is 392
Uh-huh.
1376. That's where I'm at all the time, so
392-1376.
yeah.
I understand that. All right. Now, an email address?
Small J B-O-B-O, the little at Times News, TIMESNEWS.net.
Okay. I'm going to have to get a new pen. JBOBO at timesnews.net.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have insurance?
Health insurance?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't, we're not billing it or anything, it's just one of the questions. So
Okay, yeah, I
do you
do.
have Team Care?
Blue Shield, Blue Cross, Blue
Okay.
Shield, I think that's what it's called.
And are you experiencing any symptoms of COVID-19, like a fever, cough, or shortness of breath?
Not, I'm always feeling weary, so I don't feel like I do, but I
Okay.
felt like I better
Yeah.
get tested just in
And
case.
that's fine, you don't have to have any symptoms to get tested. Anybody that
Yeah.
wants to be tested can be tested.
Okay.
So, let's see here. Have you had any close contact with a confirmed case?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Okay. An occupation with exposure to a large number of contacts? Have you traveled to a highly infected area?
No.
Okay. Are you a healthcare worker?
No,
Severely immunocompromised?
no,
You're not pregnant and you're not a nursing home resident?
no, I'm not.
Okay. All right. If you want to just pull on up there behind that car there,
Okay,
we'll get you taken care of in just a minute.
all right, thank you.
You have a great day.
You too. See, I told you don't have to be positive to or have symptoms to get tested. Y'all getting on to me about getting tested. I'm gonna go ahead and. I don't know if you heard her question. She just said, if you're listening, you've got my phone number and my email now, so go ahead and give me a call anytime. They didn't ask for my social security number, so but if anybody wants to steal my identity, you deserve what you get, because you're not going to get a great credit rating, I can tell you that. And she said, you don't have to have symptoms to be tested. So there, everybody that was getting on to me about that. I want to know. I want to be tested. And if I'm not, yay. I'm 2 cars away. I'm just kind of leaving it on these guys to show you what. I don't think I'm going to show you what happens to me, because you don't want to see that. You can kind of see what's going on at these cars over here and just kind of get an idea. My first thought was to actually show what happens to me, the thing going up your nose or whatever, but I'm like, you know what? You guys get the idea. I will be glad to get out of this line, though, I can tell you that. I got here right at 9 o'clock. Testing is going on from 9 until 3. I got here right at 9, and I am now 2 cars away. So you do want to see. All right, it's your funeral. I don't know how these medical people are going to feel about this, but they're on candid camera, and I'm sorry if the light's not too great. We want to see. Okay, I'm a people pleaser, so if you want to see, you get to see. There's only one person ahead of me in line. They might see this camera and they're going to be like, "Oh, you jerk." But they're wearing masks. You can't tell who they are if they're camera shy. Yeah, some people have been sitting watching this for 2 hours probably, saying, I'm going to stick this out with him just to see what happens. I want to see what the test looks like. So I don't want to disappoint those guys. Somebody was screaming, "I sat here for 2 hours watching this stupid thing and you're not even going to show us what happens to you." Oh, somebody wants to see what the line looks like as I'm leaving. Well, I'll drive out through there. This is why I'm actually here, to get pictures up close, because that's the only way to get up close is to actually endure the test. But if I start to cry or pass out, they don't have my emergency contact information. Somebody call Lynn. If you know me, call Lynn. She'll come get me. I think I got enough pictures. You know me, if you've ever had your picture taken by me, I take 1,000,000 pictures, and if I get one good one, it's a miracle. Oh Lordy, he's doing it. He's doing it. Oh Lordy. And the big guy walks right by me right when he's doing it. Okay, this is gonna suck. Oh, that wasn't too bad. You only did it for 2 seconds. And we're off. Hello.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Pretty good.
The hardest thing I do all day is putting gloves on.
I know. I have to do that too when I'm camping, and I have to empty my sewer out. I hate it. My hands are too big for them gloves.
Yeah, these are not large gloves. I can tell you that.
Mr. Jeff?
Yeah, Jeff.
Alright, can I have your date of birth, please?
5/17/69.
Have you ever had a flu swab before?
No.
Alright. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this, and I have to go in both nasal cavities.
Okay.
It'll take a couple seconds. It's uncomfortable,
Okay.
but it probably just makes your eyes water.
All right. I can take it.
I noticed that on
I've endured worse.
I like it. Thank you.
I had. Yeah.
Oh man, that's a long stick.
Oh, it doesn't go all the way up.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, that would be tip of your brain. One. 2.
Woo. Yeah, that did hurt a little bit.
Yeah, not pleasant.
Is there something on that tip there? Is there
Cotton.
like, what is it?
Cotton.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's actually, but it's a fabric to basically take it, and then we drop it in a solution, which causes it to basically multiply.
Oh.
So it's easier to.
Okay. So we find out in about 3 days then?
7.
7.
So they will contact you either way, whether positive or negative, and yeah.
Good deal. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Our pleasure. Have a great
Thanks.
day.
All right, I'm not gonna lie, that wasn't comfortable. But it's over with now. Whew. All right, let's go see what the line looks like, and then I'll go ahead and sign off. Well, now they got arrows. Now they have arrows. Look at that. I'm gonna go ahead and go. Did you guys get to actually see that, by the way? Whew, man, he wasn't kidding. That did make my eyes water. But I'm still gonna say the eye surgery the other day was worse. I had a cyst growing right in the corner of my eye, right on my tear duct. I'm like, what the heck? Where'd that come from? So they cut it off and then burned it with a laser beam or something so it wouldn't come back. It's all better now. But it was blocking my tear duct and it was causing pressure. And you really don't need to know this, do you? But just thought just to qualify that the nasal swab up the nose wasn't as bad as that. So I'm just gonna kind of come around here and see how far the line is, and then I'll sign off. There were some folks writing messages that were interested to see where the line is right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and check it out. I also smell oil. This thing leaks just a little bit of oil, not enough. It doesn't even, you don't even have to fill it up, but just a little bit gets on the engine case, and you can smell it. It's not like I have to fill it up all the time though. So, and the transmission fluid's good. But whenever you smell burning oil on a 21-year-old Honda CR-V, it does make you a little nervous, but this is normal. Okay, now I'm pretty sure, this road cuts through, doesn't it? I don't get through here, get back here very often, or is this a driveway? Is this a driveway or is this a road? I don't come through here very often. Side of the school property, and this is a private drive. Okay. Shoot. You know what? I think I got a locked brake caliper. I'm not gonna go back there any further. I know there's a way to get back there, but I'm smelling brake smoke from sitting in line too long. And I think I've got a locked brake caliper. So what I'll do is I'll come up to Volunteer Street. And just kind of show you, we'll take a look up Tipton from Volunteer Street. To get an idea of how long the line is. I'd say it's not any shorter than it was, though. I need to get back to the office and see where this smell was coming from. It kind of smells like I got a brake caliper rubbing. You know, that old burnt hot brake smell. Might be nothing. I'm an old race car driver. I hear things and I smell things. I'm used to keeping an eye on it. So alright, here's where they're turning in. I should have gone slower, sorry about that. This is the line on Volunteer Street. Alright, you know what I'm going to do for you guys? I'm just going to go ahead and drive up Tipton. And then I'll turn around and come back. So, are you kidding me? You guys, look at this. It took me an hour to get here. They're already down here. I'll show you where the line started for me, because this is where I got to turn around anyways. Yeah, he said 7 days to get the results. They keep getting longer. First it was 3 days, 72 hours, then it was 3 to 5 days. Yeah, still going. Here's where I had to turn around, and I got in line right here on Rogan Street. So I'm not sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. But you can see the line's quite a bit shorter now, but it's still all the way on the Tipton Avenue. But so you're probably still a good hour if you come, but I'm sure if you come this afternoon, I would imagine it's going to be quite a bit shorter. So signing off, just wanted to let you know what we're doing here. I just went through Volunteer High School free COVID-19 testing. If you want to see the actual test, yeah, I did show it. I hope it showed. It was not very pleasant, but it's over with, and I'm recovered already. But it's going on from 9 a.m., which started at 9. It goes until 3. Now this was the line. I was in line this whole time, all this way when I first got here. And it took me a good long time to get here where the end of the line is. But this is the end of the line now, right before you get to Volunteer Street, just like 5 or 6 cars away from Volunteer Street. So you probably got about an hour wait if you're coming right now. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off and go into the office and look at my pictures, see how they turned out. See you guys later.